Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing great. This is COVID, and there's a good news. And as promised in my previous video, I appeared for three rounds of interview with Amazon, and initially, and then I posted a video, and I was a bit skeptical with how Amazon would react about this. Posting a particular my own personal experience before actually clear all the rounds. So I made it private, and now it's available and it's public. So what I can say is I cleared a few more rounds. I made it to final, and I got a call from HR that I've made it to Amazon, and uh, they have given me a position, something called as a DevOps consultant role, on a very good for EMEA region, where I will be working with a lot of customers. And for example, I can show you what. So this is my ID card, which has come up, and that's how the day one went good, with a lot of information and a lot of learnings. I didn't expect, but I would try to help you guys also to make through your particular Amazon rounds of interview easily. Just you need to follow these particular four specific areas. So I will be distributing these particular my pointers into four different areas. So that is for whom Amazon is. Okay, if you really want to join Amazon, whether it's gonna fit your particular profile or not, or for your particular attitude or mentality or not, you can get clear out. And for whom Amazon is not. Okay, and for whom, if you have this particular set of mentalities, probably Amazon is not the right company for you. You have a lot of different thousands, lakhs of companies which are open for you. And how Amazon would search for a particular talent, or how exactly it recognize you. Okay, so that is one particular third area we'll be looking. And the fourth area is like how to exactly crack. You made through all this particular three stages, and how exactly you want to crack on the doomsday, or on the very big day. Okay, so the first point which will start is here, and that is for whom Amazon is. Okay, so for people whether it's an engineer, or you're a facility or warehouse person or something who can, or you're just a delivery guy with Amazon, and how exactly your attitude would mean to Amazon. Okay, so the first thing is the starter mindset. If you have the mentality, if you're an engineer who is joining Amazon or want to join Amazon, you should have the mentality of a startup. Bring out innovative ideas and start working on it, and keep an innovative pace and crack it, and bring the complete product or feature what you to the market very soon, rather than the competitors. They are coming up, and they are coming with that idea which is in your mind. And the other is, dare to make mistakes. Okay, never feel shy, or get yourself introverted, stating that, if I do this thing, then I may commit mistake. But what Amazon would love is or love people who are willing to make mistakes and learn from it very fast and improvise. So that's one thing. If you have that mindset, Amazon is for you. And it also likes a person who puts a lot of questions. Okay, questions are important, because think about a scenario. If your friend, your colleague, is working on a scenario where he's banging his head and he's not able to fix the issue, and it's in production, and it would be only resolved if you have some guy who can ask a lot of questions. So a lot of questions may cover some basic questions, which a particular engineer would have forgot to analyze. Okay, so that's how, if you are a person who asks a lot of questions and meaningful questions, not any random questions. It's just purpose of putting questions. You don't put questions, but you make a very valid questions, statements which opens up a mindset of troubleshooting, or looking into the problem in the newer way. So it also helps in find innovative solutions to make any particular problem or any particular feature efficiently. So that's one thing. That's the third one. And if you're a person who accepts challenges, and this is a company for you. And if you're a problem solver, this is a company for you. And three main things I would say you need to have is if you're a hardworking guy, and you seek for very rapid results, and you keep yourself motivated on the accomplishments what you have done with your hard work, and with your with the perspective of getting rapid results. So this is a company for you. And the fifth point is keep yourself self motivated, or you what say what I can say is like Amazon is not a culture which keeps you motivated or pushes you on doing things. You yourself should be self motivated even in case of a lot of stress, or in order to, like, if you have certain idea you want to post it up, you need to be quite motivated and with confidence so that you can put up your idea. So that's one thing, that's our fifth point. And sixth point is speed of innovation. If you love to make innovations and with a speed, then this is a company for you. So these are the pointers for whom the Amazon is. Okay, then moving to the next point, which would be a few points only on for whom Amazon is not. Okay, and Amazon is not for people who want to sit comfortably on the chairs from the on, even it is 8 to 9 job, and for them exactly it is not the company to look for. And the people who are the second point is the people who are not ready to take the ownership. Ownership in the sense like listen about people who says that like if there is a team who comes to you and says that I need help, but you say like it's not in my scope of area, so you're not the right person to, you know, whom Amazon will be interested to choose in. And the other thing is like so 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 even if you're developing a product, or this is especially for engineers or developers who are working on product development, even if your product is very stable, it's working fine, it's perfect, but if you do not have a tendency to improvise it, make more efficient than what is in the version 1, then it's not you know, you're not the right guy for Amazon. So those are the things like for whom Amazon is not. And let's go to the hiring process, how to get if you have filtered on this particular two of this criteria, then here it comes how Amazon will be hiring you, how it will recognize you. So, and these are from my personal experience, which I can say how I would you know, worked out to get recognized by Amazon is showcase your particular open source projects or any of the projects which are very real time implementation, which you have done your current organization, and it can be beneficial, and until unless it's not confidential, it can be very beneficial to other communities as well. Then create your own particular project on open source, like on post it on GitHub, make a GitHub blog out of it, and then, you know, people would recognize you, people can see you, the recruiters from Amazon or from the Google or any other big companies which are very innovative would look for you in GitHub itself. And connect on LinkedIn page to people who already work with Amazon, and try to interact with them, post your particular ideas, show your keenness, and like why you are so excited about Amazon and why you would love to work with Amazon. Okay, that would show you one particular interest, and the connections will always be constant. So connect to those particular people who are already working for Amazon on LinkedIn, and keep your LinkedIn updated frequently. And what I would say, like, don't run for a lot of certifications or, you know, have an idea of bug certification, then only Amazon will hire you. No, it's not like that. You need to have a lot of, you know, confidence in like why do you give certifications? We give certifications in order to benchmark ourselves and to increase the self-confidence, like, yeah, I know about this particular topic, and companies or the project will know, like, you know, you have some or certain knowledge. And if you would have said like I have a 12 certifications on AWS or Azure or anywhere, and at the interview you are not able to answer a basic question, then actually it puts you these all certifications takes you to the wrong direction, like how exactly you cleared those certifications. So that I would say, like, don't always run out certifications, develop yourself, master in the subject, be an SME in it, and then, you know, companies will hire you. And then the GitHub, as I said, you need to be very, you know, keep on, you know, adding value to the GitHub, and have check-ins, because GitHub comes with those check-ins things where it shows how active you are in GitHub and how frequently you are adding your value to the open source community. Okay, that's one important. And there's something called as Medium. So Medium is getting popular, and a lot of recruiters, whether it's Amazon, Microsoft, or Google, a lot of recruiters, they go there and see that for any particular guy they are looking for with that particular technical skills, if they have posted something and it is relevant, and that's how they're gonna hire. They're gonna pass on these particular blogs or articles to the team who are hiring you. Okay, so there that is one particular point. Keep adding your value or articles onto the medium. So even it can be a day-to-day task on which you're working, you add them onto medium. Write a good amount of blog with right grammatical sentences and everything. And then what I would say is like start contributing onto the LinkedIn. You can write articles on LinkedIn as well. So keep doing that. Don't you can what you can do is like you can set up some RSS feeds so that it takes up all, have some logic apps or have some mechanisms which actually tweets about certain technology on behalf of you. That would keep yourself updated every day on LinkedIn, and you would be on the top of the queue when the recruiters are searching for any particular keywords with the job roles or titles. And with this, I would love to add few of the tips which actually I personally felt which was very important for you to be get recognized for Amazon recruiters. The first thing is like sort your resume. Okay, whatever you have mentioned in resume, that should actually reflect in as well in your LinkedIn complete profile. And whatever projects you have worked, whatever clients you have worked, and specifically mention the clients, because clients will also prove or shows like for which you worked for. They will also show that what sort of industries you have worked upon. If you have worked for with ABN AMRO Bank, that's again it's an banking industry. If you're working for worked for Uniper, that's an energy industry. So these all together gives a complete idea to any recruiter to just scroll through and get an idea. And if they are looking for particular roles which are need to have a good skills with the banking domain, then you are the first person you are filtered out. And then what I would say is like whatever job titles you are trying to mention, if you're searching a job in Amazon or like you're searching in Microsoft, there are different things, because there is nothing position as a software tester, something like that in Microsoft, but maybe in other companies we have that particular job position. So your resume and your titles, your LinkedIn profiles should be changed to according to that particular role, so that when people are searching for someone called as program manager, then you should have program manager. You should not have something called as product manager in your resume or in your LinkedIn. Otherwise you won't be get searched. For me it was a good thing, was because it's sort of DevOps consultant I wrote, and people found me and they were searching for DevOps consultant, and it was easy for them to pick me up. And DevOps consultant are very particular niche skills, and it is easy to get hired. But again, if you are a software programmer or something you mention in your profile, and like example is product manager or program manager, if you mention, then it should align with the company where you're searching for. Okay, if you're trying to search for in Amazon, and then they don't have any roles like that, because the recruiters, what will happen, they will go and select the title which they are looking, and then they will just copy paste onto the LinkedIn or any other particular search engines, and then they will try to find with that particular role. And because as a program manager in Microsoft, you would be doing the same stuff what a product manager would do in Amazon or any other company. So remember about your business title, which should always match with your dream job. And the other thing is like what are the impacts or what are the value add you have done in the past. Please keep it on, or put it or showcase in your LinkedIn, and that would be really great. And if you have any particular project, open source project which you have done in the past, then mention in the LinkedIn itself as a project. There's a project section where you can mention that. And since that being an independent project which you have taken up, it's easy for people to recognize you for your added value, because you're creating an impact and you have done some real-time work. It's not like just you have mentioned in the resume. Sometimes what happens, like a lot of people, they do a lot of work, okay, but they do not showcase, or they do not put their particular image, what exactly they have done in LinkedIn or in the resume. Okay, so due to which they will not be get picked up. Okay, but if you mention those things, and you will be at the right place where you want to land. And uh, and apart from that, and if I go more into depth, is like structure your resume well, and make it more presentable, and make it concise but meaningful, and also keep publishing content on LinkedIn, on like write articles and everything. Be active so that people can hire you. You will be in the queue in the first. And show your passion when you talk to people who are from Amazon and have their account on LinkedIn. Show your passion, should like tweet about things and share or discuss with them about any particular features what Amazon has released, how they think that that gonna help customers to do better stuffs and other thing, or develop better. Those are the thing. And when you are active, it especially helps recruiters to see you, because when you post an article on LinkedIn, so recruiters with that particular keywords are more prone to see that particular article. And then when they see the article, the quality of the article, and then they will try to they will try to browse through your particular profile. So that's how you will be found by the recruiters, and you will be in the favorite queue of these recruiters. Okay. And these are the thing how Amazon or Microsoft or Google will recognize you. And remember the points. And how to crack. Okay, so you came out all of this particular three strategies, and you've been in contact with recruiter, and now you waiting for the big day, how to prepare. Okay, so one thing I would say for preparing for Amazon was a uh, a great experience in itself, because I try to understand myself what I've did in the past for 7.5 years out of my 8 years of experience. And like you need to understand the basic values of leadership principles, why they have been built. Okay, you have a lot of YouTube videos you can go through, and you can also how to present your particular experience for each of the leadership principles. I would give a link after this particular video, and go to the end screen and then watch that particular video as well. And then what happens, like know about these leadership principles and try to match or build up a story, or what I can say, build up in the sense like pick up a story from each of your experience from the past, which actually showcases these particular leadership principles. That is very important. And um, and also, while if like once you made through all of this 1 or 2 rounds, and then you went for an in-person interview, and since due to COVID it may be a virtual interview, and you may be having some open-ended questions. Okay, so in that case, like when you are going to answer open-ended questions, always remember, think in perspective of customers, because this question's gonna be for customers, or it would be solving a real-time problem, right? Solving a real-time pain. So try to understand with the perspective of customer. So how exactly customer would feel, or customer would use your particular problem statement which you're trying to resolve. Okay, start with the customers understanding and start discussing with your interviewer. That gonna help you, and to understand, the recruiter would understand that you actually think with the customers, think in the sit in the customer's boot and try to understand their particular problem and build solution across it, not blindly like you got some task and you're just doing it. Okay, that's not Amazon wants. And going to the next point is yes, this is very personal tactics of me, is like so whenever these big companies interview you, they will actually say about the person. So try to search about the person's name in LinkedIn or in Google, and try to understand what sort of work he have done in the past, and what sort of talent he has, because when he would ask you questions, then you need to frame your answers accordingly. If a manager is if you are getting interviewed by a manager, or a bar raiser round, a bar raiser round is again in Amazon is a surprise. You don't know who gonna end up, whether it's a technical person or a manager or something like that. Okay, so what happens is like once you do research who gonna interview on LinkedIn, you see his profile, everything, his activities, everything, and try to understand like what sort of person he's. A very cheeky person, like he would love a lot of tech jargons, or he would love to go deep into technical understanding of a particular problem. So when he puts up a question, if he's a manager, then try to inculcate all the leadership principles inside it, and then answer them what exactly it is. Okay. And if he's a techie guy, then try to go a deep understanding, or ask him like whether he would like to dive deep into it and explain a particular problem or solution or open-ended question which would be given to you. So that's the thing. And be always curious. That's another point what I would say, because curiosity actually builds up a lot of good characteristics about you. It puts up good characteristics about you, stating that like you are curious on working on things, knowing on the things, or learning new things in fact, and then implementing them. And I would say another thing, like be punctual. Okay, even the call is starting at 10 o'clock, just log in 10 minutes before the call and be attentive. Be yourself presentable. Keep your clothing very simple, hair, everything very simple, and then at least wash your face, or get bath before attending the interview. And that would be one particular point I would say. Attend before or join the call before 10 minutes, because in case of any technical issues you have with audio and other thing, you can get it sorted out within 5 minutes. And internet connectivity is also a big concern after this virtual interviews. And yes, and while answering, I would always suggest, like, or AWS also suggest, or Amazon, they say that to answer, or each interview would say you to answer in STAR methodology. That is, whatever questions they ask, you need to put up your thoughts across the 4 different objective areas. I can say like STAR methodology, not technology. So STAR is, S stands for situation, T for task, and A for action, and R for results. So S is situation. Situation is what sort of situation you got, okay, in the past, which you are trying to which you are trying to say to showcase that particular leadership principle you have. Okay, you embed that particular leadership principles from your past experience as well. So that's a situation. So what is a situation you have faced, and what is a task actually? How did you convert that particular intangible situation into a tangible tasks? Okay, and then it's like, what sort of actions you have taken up. Okay, what did you develop, any tool, or did you introduce a process to improve it, or something like that? What particular action you took, and the result is very important, because Amazon is result oriented company. So the result is very important. And whatever tools or automation you have developed, a process you have introduced, how exactly it impacted the life, impacted the efforts of each individuals in your team, or how exactly it would have added a monetary benefit to your particular team or to the company. So that's one thing. And moving forward to the 5th point in this, tell about your experiences where you brought up your customer experience first. Okay, and then you started with you started putting up extra efforts to serve your customer. So that's very important. If you have any particular pointers, please feel free to put. And then also Amazon is sort of believes in the concept of frugality, where they do not spend a lot of money or customers' money onto buying various gorgeous expensive expensive accessories to just show off, like laptops and other stuff, or taking clients to a great hotel or for the expensive dinner. What I would say is with respect to frugality, that's another leadership principles. Go through it, and you will have a good understanding. And going through the other points, you should have you should be a person who should take high quality decisions with high velocity. Okay, so that is very important if you are getting chosen for a leadership or leadership positions, like the manager role or leads role. In that case, this particular pointer is very useful for you. And what I can say is build your particular solutions with high quality and velocity, but you always rely on the data or the facts. Okay, build your solutions based upon the facts, not build your solutions directly. Just you had an idea and you went. You do your research, you gather all the facts, market analysis, and then go ahead and put up your idea or thoughts. And I would say is like the other one is like talk about your failures. Okay, Amazon believes, and Steve Jobs also says, like fail fast and learn faster. And so you need to fail fast and then learn from that particular thing, like because if you take an example, like if you're developing a product, okay, you need to fail fast. You need to have your test cases so that your product fails first, okay, before it is going and failing in the product in the production. Rather let it fail in the dev or q environments. That's one thing, like fail fast and learn fast, fix it, and then make a great product for the company and for the customer. And I would say is like a lot of innovative mind also you should have to crack this particular crack this particular interview. And what I would say is, like if you have done something innovative, even a simpler solutions, but which had impacted or added a lot of great value, then here is a place where you need to put up this particular points with your interviewer who is taking your interview. And like there's another like invent and simplify is also one particular leadership principle where you can put up your thoughts in this. And what I would say after this is, like before ending, I would love to add a last pointer is like have the idea of working backwards, like how Amazon actually clicked and it's doing great because of this particular great idea of working mechanism, where they would go to customers, they would try to understand what is a pain point of a customer. They will just hear about that particular pain point, and then they will go back to their place and they work backwards. They start putting themselves in the customer shoes and start feeling that customer experience, how exactly it's gonna be if I develop some solutions. Okay, you take an example of the drone delivery from Amazon, right? It was not in any idea like the packages will be dropped from a drone, but yes, like when they started analyzing, working backward about understanding customer, the delivery to customer, because now the generation are like that, like if you ordered a product or put up your money, you want that particular delivery to happen, a product to happen, to be in your hand within hours. Okay, that's only possible if you have a lot of automated solutions across. So that's how drone delivery came into existence, and a lot of investments have been done. So yes, before like out of all of this particular pointers which we have discussed, this would be one particular point where the working backwards is one particular principle you should always keep thought, because it would actually show how customer oriented person you are, and that's what Amazon is about. Hope everything you would understand, and try to pause the video and try to understand, list it down, make a sticky note, and make yourself prepared for the big day. And happy interview with Amazon or with any of the bigger companies. Good luck. Bye bye. Peace.